Hey everybody, Dr. Eric Herman, Guru Chiropractor, peace and love. Back again for another video. I told you I'm going to be putting out some more content on a consistent basis. I'm here with my patient Ron, Big Ron C. He's been coming for about a year or so, I think 8 visits. So what's that, like, you know, every other month, give or take, sometimes more than that. If you want, tell them a little bit about what your experience is, what brought you in, how you're doing now, how you like the visits, how you like the adjustments.
So for quite some time I have lower back problems. Have been just pain, upper, and it's when it comes to the doctor the first time it was like this, but the pain was gone instantly. I gained 2 inches in height. I became better looking, and the whole thing has been, it's been all
his wife's chasing him around the house now again. It's all good, man.
But the treatments have been such a huge improvement, not only mentally because the pain's gone, physically I've been able to do things more. So the doctors, you've been great.
All right, cool, I appreciate it. So you're here today, you got a little something going on, but nothing major, right? Because you're coming in for kind of like maintenance, to keep things on a down low, keep your spine maintained and avoid the big problems coming back.
Exactly.
Which is the smartest thing, the best way to use what I do, okay? All right, good job, thank you for sharing. Let's get a good ring dinger and a good full body adjustment. So go face down, relax your muscles. I'm gonna do a little mini checkup. Don't grab those bars because sometimes if you squeeze them, it makes things too tight here. And I get false readings. Let's see what's going on with your posture today. I check the posture laying down. It's a quick check. And just so you know, I'm trained in postural correction. This is not the best way to assess posture. The best way to assess posture is weight bearing when you're standing. But I just do a little quickie. It just helps me. It's not a full in-depth posture evaluation, but it helps me kind of zone in on where the problem area is. Just letting you know, in case there's any chiropractors out there criticizing me. All right, so as I look at your posture from this position, shoulders look balanced. Everything looks even, there's no torque, and it doesn't look like there's any unleveling. But in the hips, the camera probably sees it, you got a pretty nice torquing to the right. So this is a little higher, this is a little lower, which means it's pulling this way. Usually the high side is the tighter side, but we'll see about that. Legs are even, so that means there's no unleveling this way, just a torque this way. When I bend up your knees, you know what to do. Tell me if there's any pressure in your lower back. Yeah, on that side, right? Yep. Makes sense. When you first came in, what was your dominant pain side? Was it this side? Yep. I didn't look back in your notes. Makes sense. So people still carry patterns with them, sometimes for their whole life. If you have a problem area that's chronic and it keeps giving you problems, it might not necessarily ever completely go away. It might need to be managed on an ongoing basis. But if you do, I don't mean you have to come in like every day, but if you do put a little love in that area on a regular basis, you can keep it happy, you can keep it good. And then sometimes it does resolve. But you still got this pattern coming back. So we're gonna adjust it today, make sure it doesn't turn into anything big. Yeah, there's a bunch of tightness going on in here. Okay, let's check your sacroiliacs. So I'm going to push down on your tailbone one at a time. Start with your left leg. You know what to do. Bend, bring it up. Okay, good, not bad. Bring it down. Remember how that feels. Bring this one up. Yeah, well, of course, much better on the right. So we're going to work on getting more mobility here, loosening up the muscles here, and freeing up the jammed sacroiliac in this area. Okay, that's the main focus of today's visit so far. Anything sore in the middle?
Right there.
Yeah. So that also indicates not only is there some pelvic involvement, sacroiliac, but there's lumbar. The lumbars are tight, compressed, but not nearly as bad as they were before you started coming, yes?
Oh, yeah, I
yeah.
agree.
Yeah. And then when I feel up here, even though there wasn't too much of an imbalance, the right side up top is tighter than the left side. So you got like a little flip-flop. Up here it's here, down here it's here. Some people have flip-flops, some people have tight on all the way up and down on the same side. Don't know, that's just what I see every day. Okay. Anything sore in here? Yeah. This side?
Nope.
Not as bad, right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, all through the scapula, the rhomboid muscles are all fired up and too much in spasm. So we're gonna work on fixing that. All right, so I'm pretty much done with the little mini exam. I'll write my notes in a second. I don't feel like jumping out. There's not too much, so I should remember it. Neck feels a little tight, but not horrible. Okay, so now I'm gonna just stretch you out a little bit. Stay relaxed. And then we'll go in for the ring dinger, see how that does for you. And then whatever else you need here, we'll finish off on the full body. Your job, stay relaxed. And verbally let me know if anything I'm doing does not feel good. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So you travel a lot for work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mostly driving, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Plus, I remember you were telling me, didn't you get one of them scooters because you're in the city a lot?
Yes.
So you got like one of them portable scooters and you zip around the city in that thing instead of driving?
Electric scooter, yeah.
How's that, fun?
It's a lot of fun, and it gets you to places a lot quicker and a lot safer than you might think.
Now, you don't go on the street, you go on the sidewalks, or you go on the street with that?
No, they have the bike lanes for that.
Oh, you go to bike, it makes sense, makes sense. Makes sense. Those things, some of them, where you tell me yours has like 2 motors?
2 motors.
How fast does it go?
Well, that one goes up close to 40 miles per hour.
Now wait, you're not talking about the sit-down scooter, you're talking about the stand-up,
Mm-hmm.
when you hold here and it's almost like a little skateboard underneath?
Exactly.
That's hilarious. What are those things called? Steve probably knows too. With the big wheel, it's got a big wheel and then a skateboard on top, and they balance and they ride it. It's electric.
One wheel.
It's called one wheel or something like that. Yeah.
Might actually be called that.
Yeah, one wheel. I had a patient last. What's today? Thursday. I had a patient on Tuesday. I think came in, told me he had a bad accident on one of those, flipped it, and hit it right straight on his head and bent his neck back. Gave him whiplash. So.
Sure.
You people out there riding these little buggy things, wear a helmet.
Yes.
For sure. Probably even be beneficial wrist guards, because if you fall off and you go forward, that's the most common cause of wrist fractures.
Motorcycle helmet I'm using, and the wrist guard.
Oh, you got a full face and everything?
Full face.
Yeah. If I was in the city too, that's I would do.
Forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it is right. But I'm sure you get around much faster than trying to hail down a cab or take the subway. Or...
It's relaxing, and it's fun.
And it's fun, right? What do you do in the winter?
We'll find out.
This is your first winter with it. You gonna give it a shot?
Yeah.
You gotta put some snow tires, snow tires on there.
Well, remember, the city, they keep things, well, supposedly keep things. We'll find out.
Keep it cleaned up.
But the last plane trip that I came was one of probably the worst plane trips coming back from Florida. It was so bad. It's one of the reasons why I'm back a little earlier than normal, because it was so violent in the plane ride.
Because of weather?
It
Like turbulence, you're saying?
Turbulence was so bad.
Was that right during the hurricane there?
Just before that, when we were in there, it was like I was in a side-by-side, 4x4 in the air. It got so rough at one point that you had a person about 4 or 5 seats lost it. Puked.
Or for screaming like panic?
Screaming and then puked.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it was a fun ride. Yeah, you found it.
That's why I gotta have a few cocktails when you're on the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Pop a Xanax before you start. No, I'm not endorsing that, folks. That was a joke. But if you need it, gotta be careful. I'm a public figure now. I gotta be careful what I say. People might take me seriously. I gotta be responsible for when I'm joking and when I'm serious. Just a little massage to loosen you up. I don't know if this is interesting for the people that watch the massage, but I do it on every patient, so you got to see it if you watch my videos. Fast forward. Good. Good. All right. Nice little warm up. Come on up when you're ready. We're going into the ring dinger room. Take your time. Come on through. Don't trip on the lip. Give me a second. I want to put paper for your head. Okay. Good. Head here. Face up. I even brought out a new neck towel for you. That one I've been using for the past 4 months. It was a little dirty. Kidding.
Make sure you get my good side.
All right, so come down about 2-3 inches, a little more. Right there. Good. All right, so I'm going to raise up the legs, let the table do the work. Good. Perfect. Now we've got to pin you in.
Pin me as tight as you need to be.
Okay. That's the pin, that's the set pin. Can you handle this? Yeah, good. Perfect. Hands back behind, pulling out the slack. Oh, you're pinned very nice. Give me a sec for the towel. The towel is brand new out of the package. Good. All right, lift up your neck. Come on down. So just a reminder, shouldn't be choking you. It should be snug around your neck, but if it's too tight, let me know. Your job, you tell me, what's your job? See if you remember.
Nothing.
Yeah, well, there's a few little things.
Relaxing.
Relax, that's number one.
Keep teeth closed, but not hard.
Exactly. Keep teeth touching, and not too, not a loose jaw. Because if you have a loose jaw and I pull, you're gonna bang your teeth and maybe chip something, and I'm not paying for the dentist.
No.
Other than that, stay as relaxed as you can. You ready? Let's do this. Oh, don't you work for dentists?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, if it happens, man, let them hook you up. Okay. Stay relaxed. Chin down slightly. Good. Wiggle your left toe. Oofa. And oofa. Okay. Keep breathing. Stay relaxed.
That is great.
Big release? Yeah. Yeah.
Instant relief. Oh, yeah, man.
Good. Hang on. Good one. Does it explode as much as it did in the beginning? Since you've been coming kind of regular over the past year?
It's not as intense as it has been.
Yeah.
But it gets the problem areas just as intense.
So the areas that are bothering you that are really tight, you feel them explode open as...
Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense?
The other areas that have you've worked on and have really,
haven't re-tightened up again.
No.
Got it.
So, but the areas that are the problem areas, which we talked about, always are the ones that will...
All right, good. It gets where it needs to get.
Yes, it
cool.
does. Excellent.
All right, let's do a little more on your neck, and we'll bring it back to the other table for a full body. Stay relaxed. Oh, that was big. There. Stay loose. Let it go. Good. Not too much popping, but good. All right, done here. Come on up.
To the east side.
Yeah. To a deluxe apartment.
In the sky.
Faced out of that. If you know what we're talking about, you're showing your age. Da-da-da. Great show though, right? Great show? Come on. Come on. That whole thing, the whole thing from All in the Family and all the spin-offs were all amazing back then. Alright, so looking at your posture, that torque is not completely gone, but a lot better. That left glute is way down lower, which tells me it's a lot looser already, so good. Let's see, when I bend it up, how's that pressure up there?
A lot better.
Also take note, see how much more flexible you are in the thighs? we didn't do nothing to the thighs. We didn't stretch, we didn't do anything, but I see this very consistently. When this releases really, really well, particularly from the ring dinger, the thighs get loose automatically. So if you have chronically tight thighs, and you stretch it, but it keeps coming right back to tightness, it's probably because your back is out. The good news is you get your back released, the thighs release with it, muscles. Nice. All right, come down. Let's see. Well, you know what? I'm going to work on that. We're going to do a little drop down and hit the sacroiliacs, and then we'll retest the sacroiliacs. See if you're coming up better. Stay relaxed. Loose as a goose. Good. Nice. Yep, misfire. Back in the old days, there was a technique called knee chest. It's hard to explain, but let me see if I could give you a visual. There's a little platform, right? And you would kneel and you just lay your chest on the platform, but there's nothing under here. And you'd be like this with hand rests, and the chiropractor would come right up and wham, without even a drop. And it was pretty violent, I'm not gonna lie, but it cleared out, man, it created miracles. This is kind of like a modified, old-fashioned knee chest. It's a little bit more modernized, it's a little bit less violent, but it really releases the lumbars. Stay loose. I bet you if you look up knee chest chiropractic, you'll see what I'm talking about. Google it. Stay relaxed. Good. Oh, breathe, breathe, breathe. Big release in the transition. You good?
Yeah.
Because the diaphragm's right there, so sometimes when you get a big release, it takes the wind down a little bit. All right, now we're gonna hit the sacroiliacs. Good. We're gonna beat this one into submission. Good. Much better mobility, much better wiggle. Get a little bit on the left, on the right, so you're not lopsided. So you're not walking in circles, you're gonna walk straight now. You don't gotta pull off to the left. Good. 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 Nice. All right, again, let's see. Good? Mm-hmm. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's a major indication that this cleared out really well. Now we're going to check the sacroiliac mobility. Lift as high as you can. Right. Don't bend to the side. Just stay, yep. But that's still great mobility. Try this one. Yeah, good. You feel less pulling when you lift?
Much less.
That's all we're looking for, baby. We got this thing happy again. So now, let's clear out anything else up through here. We'll start with a little drop and then see what else needs it. Relax. Good. You got that push back on me. Mm-hmm. Good. It's all right. It's natural. They call it bracing. Good. A little bit more. Good. A little more here. Oh, misfire. Good. Now, we're going to work a little more on the transition area between the neck and shoulders. Look up a little bit to the sky. No tilt, just up first. Now tilt, right. Relax. There, big release, big release. No microphones, folks, but that popped loud. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you guys want to hear the pops, but look up again. No microphone today on the body. Good, big one there too. Very nice. All right. Happy spine, happy life. Roll over on your back. Let's finish off with a little stretch and tug and do the ankles. Good. Coming through. Give me the wrists. Just a little release. This is to loosen the shoulders, the latissimus muscle, and then when I give a little tug, it actually releases a little bit more with decompression in the spine. It's not specific. Wherever it goes, it goes. Sometimes it doesn't, but a lot of times you get a little more release, like that. Boom. Do you feel anything more release in the back?
Same area.
In the lower?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see? Just a little extra. All right, now we're going to pop the toes and the ankles. Oh, oh. Okay. Good. Drop it and flop it. Let it go. That was a big one. Another thing too, there's been a couple comments about, well, why you do the feet, why you do the toes? That's not, you know, chiropractic. That has nothing to do with the back. Mostly, you're correct. But you know, if you know anything about, first of all, the feet are the foundation of the whole body. So if the feet are off, it can cause back problems. So indirectly, I'm helping the back by making sure the feet are working properly, the arch is moving properly, right? But secondly, if you know anything about Chinese medicine, have you ever heard of reflexology? That is a major treatment in acupuncture. There's a huge amount of acupuncture points in the feet. There's a lot of practitioners, they can treat the whole body just by treating the feet. So in an indirect way, by releasing here, I'm helping the health of the patient from a Chinese medicine perspective. Sorry if you don't like it, if you're a purist chiropractor, but that's my intent and everybody loves it. So I'm gonna do it till I don't want to do it anymore. Ready, relax. Good, good, very nice. Arches are moving better, ankles moving better. Good. All right, sit up when you're ready. You need help? No, face it this away. Woohoo. Much better. Got rid of a lot of stored up stress in your back and in your spine. Neck feels good. All right, so we're gonna finish off shoulder, elbow, wrist, done. Start on this side first, bend up like this. I'm hugging around underneath your elbow. Stay loose. Good. This one, relax. Good, coming around. Drop it and flop it. The looser you are, the better I can release. Pop! That was the weasel.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Loose, flop your wrist. Good. One more, one more. Good. Now pull towards you. Pull. Nice. 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 Boop. Coming around. Drop. Little poppy there, too. Good. Pop, pop, pop. And pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop. Same thing with the hands. There's reflex points in the feet, the hands, and the ears in Chinese medicine that they treat the whole body through treating points here, here, and here. So that's another clinical reason why I work on the hands and the feet. Not the ears too much, but if you pay extra, I'll do it. Hey. Good. A little more here. All right, I'm done with you today, buddy. How you doing? You good?
I feel 2 inches taller.
Amen. Us short guys got to get it anywhere we can, you know what I mean?
Vertically challenged, man. We need everything we can get.
All right, so I appreciate you coming through. You're doing great. The way you're using chiropractic is the best possible way you could do it. I give you props. You're really doing wonders to keep your spine healthy and, you know, slowing down the aging process ongoingly. So I hope you keep it up, but that's up to you. If you do, I'm here for you 100%. And that's it. Anything else you want to say before we sign off?
It's really worth the trip. It's really
Sweating.
worth the time that you get here. It's helped me, like I said, hugely with the pain factor, and especially days like today, even more so. So
awesome.
Give them a try. Great.
Thank you for coming through and trusting me. And let's sign off. This is the Guru Chiropractor. Peace and love from my heart. If you need some of this, if you're watching this and you're like, you know what, that looks like something I need, and you're thinking you might want to come, reach out by looking at my website. My website has my fees, my location, my hours, and a book now option where you can put your info in. Goes right to my assistant and he'll text you back. We're text only. I know it's non-traditional, but it works for us. Sorry if you don't like that, but that's how we're doing it at this point. So, or you could text my assistant Zach directly, 908-93, nope, that was my private cell. 908-224-3080. 224-3080. Come on through. I'll do my very best for you. I'm here to serve. I love and appreciate everybody for being fans. I'll see you next time in the next visit. Peace and love.